Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a first and goal. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. On second and goal, Jones. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsay. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Phillip Lindsay, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'll be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Incomplete. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide. 2nd and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end. Well, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Off play action. Jones. They'll find Lindsey here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He was looking for Raheem Mostert there. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Wilson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Wilson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6.
Makes the score Rams 10, Seahawks 6.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Complete to Marquise.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29.
Now Jones. Reception here by Ruggs. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chase Edmonds, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. That'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized the quarterbacks out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 46-yard attempt. And
his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's that's going to tie us at 13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one goes for 30 yards. Throwing Jones. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll run with Lindsey. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Phillip Lindsey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Score Seahawks 20, Rams 13. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got his big tight end fat. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he returns it into enemy territory. Down the line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lindsey. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. Nifty move. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
This is the tight end fan. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
And inches at the 45-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. Incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. He was covered.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. To throw again is Wilson. He's got his tight end fan. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken from about the 12. It takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Over the middle, complete. That's Lindsey. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Vince Williams. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. On 2nd down, Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. They go play action now. Wilson. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll bring him back within a point. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, Went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, so they held him to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach...
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
4 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 10.
Jones now. Off the play fake. Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by the rookie A.J. Terrell. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Jones there on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd and 9. Wilson.
31-yard line.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. That's right there. Give him 30 yards there. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
4-yard line.
Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 4th down and goal.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. It's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury.
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back now here on EA Sports.
With the score,
It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It's 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
at the 35-yard line.
inside the 25. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
By Dante Jackson.
Jones going to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on down. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here's Wilson. He got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Running the counter with Mostert. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for L.A., the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I... Well, the city of Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Off play action. Jones. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, that was dangerous.
Jones pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Jones. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones rolling to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Jones. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1 at the Cardinals' 17-yard line.
Reception here by Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's got Denzel Mims, the rookie from Baylor. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks take over 1st.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Jones now. on first down. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on second down. Jones over the middle to Smith. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
From the gun, Jones. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quarter.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Denzel Mims, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead.
The kick is good.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Denzel Mims, the rookie, the intended receiver there. But it's going to be second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Mims. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Quarter with the score, Cardinals 7, Seahawks 6.
On first down, Mahomes. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. John Ross with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
The score, Cardinals 14, Seahawks 6.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Christian Wilkins just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
He's got this one completed to Mims. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now the 3rd-year man from NC State is Jalen Samuels. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Open man is Ross, complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack.
9 yards.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Complete to
Denzel Mims as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
He nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off near the 34. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Able to connect with Mims. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught. He got it in the end zone. So instead of trying to get 1 point closer, they roll the dice on the fake and come up with 2. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start the drive with Love here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The defensive player of the year a season ago, Aaron Donald, the one to stop him in his tracks. Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1 yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35.
That ain't ready for us.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Complete.
John Ross, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
Jones. Off play action. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10.
Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Jonnu Smith. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones going for it all. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. Back now in Seattle, Washington. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Or the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Mahomes firing complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Cardinals. Curtis Samuel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. Here's Lindsey. And here he'll be brought down a little at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those
And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Running to start the drive is Love. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Another big play there by Aaron Donald, the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year in 2017 and 18. We know he can rush the passer. He's also dominant in the run game. The quickness for a man his size often defeats the offensive lineman trying to block him.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Mahomes going deep downfield for Ross. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Ross, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. Throwing now is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Seahawks, after the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It got his man complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Smith catches left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Operating from the gun, Jones. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 56 yards on the ground. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Being chased out left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Complete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now Mahomes, and this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Arizona.
No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
The Cardinals say they have it. They do. Arizona recovers. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Mahomes now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. From the gun, Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 46. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of...
That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Henry Ruggs, 48 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut in. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
And a Cardinal first down.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen.
Mahomes pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be